Oh, look at that. Earth has merged with Clown World. Who could have seen that coming? And me saying that is all based on the person we're covering today, Mr. William Osman. A guy who got so mad at a comment, he went fucking psycho. And then he went ahead to play victim with a bunch of other dickhead YouTubers who probably would support what he did. And I couldn't give a fuck. Well, we'll get into that. So William Osman did a video about an X-ray machine, and then someone called him out on it in his video. And then he made another video where he ended up responding to this comment. This is the main thing he responded to by taking this person's LinkedIn page. I hope he got the right person, but we're not gonna go to that. We're not gonna get into that. And he decided to catfish him into thinking he had a job interview. All of this because he got called a fake. By the way, he made him sign a contract under false pretenses, which is contract fraud. But I guess he couldn't think clearly or see through the tears, all because he got called a loser and a fake, which he is technically a loser and a fake based on what he did here, just not in a way that Evan might have intended for it to mean. And now, and he justified all of this by saying, "Oh yeah, he left a mean comment." Okay, it's like, what a pussy you are! I swear to Christ, you're just the worst, and the people are defending it are the worst. He went insane over one comment. I get these comments too, by the way. Not all the time, maybe not to the extent that he does, but I get enough of them that could bother me. But it doesn't matter because it doesn't either. And I can't believe I have to say this to a fucking grown man. Either delete him, ignore him, block him, move on. Even I'm not even totally 100% behind the blocking thing because sometimes that's used just to block legitimate criticism of somebody. But if you think you're gonna do some psycho shit like this and not at no point while doing all this shit you're doing, this soft docs you're doing and this catfishing you're doing, did you not? If not, at no point did you think maybe I shouldn't do this shit? Then maybe you shouldn't. Maybe the fact that you're saying you're done and you don't want to be on YouTube anymore, maybe you should fucking go. Maybe. Just, I don't know. And there are people celebrating it and loving what he did in that video where he did this to this person. And I just look and I'm like, wow. So basically you can never complain about anyone else doing this. Because there is that kind of bias on YouTube where you see people people will be okay with some people doing certain dirty shit because they like the YouTuber who does it. Basically, like we see this shit happen constantly. I mean, there are people who still, and granted, this situation is nowhere near the level of the situation I'm about to bring up, or the person I'm about to bring up, but we still see people defend EDP for Christ's sake. People still support and defend EDP after he was caught trying to fuck a 13-year-old. Again, not William Osman and Evan Labrie thing isn't nearly as bad as that, obviously, because we're talking about a legitimate crime, like a really bad crime. Like, if it wasn't a sting, EDP would be trying to fuck some child and, fuck him. But there are people still defending him. And yeah, those people are idiots too. I mean, there's no doubt, obviously. But the people defending William Osman are also stupid too. It's just, again, people will defend people doing dirty shit as long as they like the YouTuber that does it. So much dirty shit done by people like him, EDP, people like fucking Matt, the people who false flag people. Matt Jarbo, Susie Liu, at Chat. I've talked about those people before. That false flag people, like that's less bad than what Osman and EDP did, but it's still pretty bad. And in my opinion on that is basically, if you false flag people, you should be just yeeted from the platform. False flagging should result in you being banned because you're already abusing a pretty shaky system as it is, and you're trying to deplatform somebody because they said they gave you criticism. Most of that, if not all of that, was because they got criticized and they didn't like the criticism being thrown at them. So if you do that, you should be just yeeted immediately. But people still defend those people. They defend at Chad and Susie Liu and Jarbo. It's like, wow, despite the dirty shit, you still think they're justified, or you just like forgot they even did any of that. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure there are people who support Brooke House after fucking abusing her dog. People will support the person no matter what dirty shit they do. They support it regardless because they like the person that's doing the dirty shit. Doesn't matter if it's morally right or if it makes sense or if it's okay, if it's legal even sometimes. It's like, nah, I like the videos, so I'll ignore the dirty shit they did. And then the people will say it's not doxing. He didn't dox anyone. Okay, he didn't dox. Why are you saying he's doxing? It's not technically doxing. Okay, great. It's still fucking wrong what he did, what William Osman did. It's still wrong. You could argue if it's doxing or not. It's still wrong and doesn't. It's not right. He did do something legal again. Contract fraud. You made him sign a contract on false pretenses. Still a bad thing. I'll get to that in a second. But people, they say it's not doxing, but the information you use to do what you did can be used to dox this person. And apparently, people have been harassing him on Instagram, on his Instagram account, and that's what kills me about the disclaimer he puts before that about don't harass him. That I don't think William Osman gives a shit if people do that. I think genuinely that's just there to cover his ass legally. Like, hey, listen, I didn't tell no one to do anything. I said don't do it. They just did it. It's not. I'm legally okay. I'm not legally responsible for that. It's like that's smart. That's probably the smartest thing you've done in this whole situation. This guy's crazy. Like, you imagine if like his boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever, I don't know what his situation is, but can you imagine if one of his lovers like dump him and he does some crazy shit? By fucking kill their dog and kidnap one of their family members, like I've never been so real as I have been when I say this. And I say this, I have been real when I said this before, but this is like as real as you're gonna get when I say this. It is not that deep, my guy. It is not that deep. You got a comment calling you a name and you lost your fucking mind while the idiots clap. It's not that serious, okay? When I heard he had a mean comment, I thought it was some real heinous shit, like accusing him of being a pedo or calling him like some racial slur. No, it's just the tamest fucking thing you can possibly call someone. A fake and a loser. Ooh. Oh my god, I got one mean comment called me a fake and loser. Oh my god. Wait till someone drops some slurs on your ass. You would not survive any like video game lobby or something. Wait till they start dropping some real hardcore slurs on you. Some F slurs on your ass. And see how quickly he has a nervous breakdown over that shit. Ugh. And he plays victim with his fucking YouTube friends. I'm done, okay? I got a mean comment. I got so many mean comments. And I'm done. I am done. It's like, okay. Let me explain something to you. There was something like this recently where a WWE wrestler named Dana Brooke has a boyfriend who was in the MMA. And he found someone who made some troll comments about Dana Brooke. And he went to the person's house and punched him in the mouth. Now, this MMA guy is also a fucking idiot. Because now you're in jail, and now that person legally has the right to have your ass locked up. You're an idiot. You're an idiot for doing that. That person's going to heal. Those injuries he got, he's going to heal those, and he's going to be free. You're not, because you let an internet comment get to you. Now, here's the thing. He is an idiot for doing that. But at least he confronted the person man to man. He didn't play all these fucking jigsaw games or these psycho serial killer shit he's doing. Like I tell you, he has an ex that's right now buried in some metal contraption that he created, some coffin, and fucking just screaming screaming for her life right now, buried underneath his bed somewhere, buried underneath his house. Because if this tame comment got to you, I don't know what the fuck a real heinous, a real harsh thing that'll break your fragile ego. But he says he's done. He's done. Okay, maybe he's leaving. Maybe it's clickbait. I don't know the fuck. If you have that much of a problem with such a tiny comment like that, and you let it make you that much of a fucking asshole, again, the people who support this, you're fucking idiots. I got nothing else to that. You're just idiots. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not. Why am I sorry? Fuck you. You're an idiot. What do you get mad? Don't be an idiot, and I won't call you that. That's as simple as that. But if you let a comment like that to get to you that badly, maybe, just maybe, you should leave the internet. Because, like I said, I've gotten comments before, negative comments. I don't let the only ones I've blocked was the last person I blocked was this year, like a couple of weeks ago, and it was the only person I did it to. But it was a comment I blocked because he kept spamming shit about it was the Mortal Kombat Journey Begins video where I did commentary for that movie, and the person was upset and complaining constantly about how and spamming about how I fucking talked over the video and paused it and talked over stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, if only there was something I wrote in the title to suggest that might happen. I don't know. I maybe I should maybe I should fix the title and get on that, right? If only. Stupid. But I didn't fucking make a whole video going to this person's house, finding out who he lives and and showing up at his house or whatever the fuck. It's like, I don't, this is how much time you have on your hands. Fucking Mr. Beast is raising money for charity. You're out here fucking stalking people over a comment on the internet. What the fuck? Maybe you should leave the internet. Okay? Maybe you should leave the internet forever. Not just YouTube, just the internet. Go live in a fucking woods somewhere where you can just live your sheltered little life and be safe for the rest of your life. There you go. Well, now that Clown World is officially merged with Earth, I wonder what a Clown World version of Costco will look like. Ooh, maybe I'll run into a Karen and they'll call the cops on me for committing the horrible crime of walking while black. I can't wait. And also, I say this with 100% seriousness. Evan Labrie should sue, and if he does, I 100% support it. Just saying.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I am what I am, and I'm going to be the very best of what I am. And for those who don't like me confidentially, I don't give a damn.